Our next guest is a musical guest. You've been introduced to him already. He's none other than our very own Frank St Germain. Frankie.
Okay. I'm just playing with the keyboard.
Have a seat, buddy.
Okay, hello. Everybody having fun so far? Yeah. Not bad, eh? Look at all these butter tarts, eh? I mean, why don't we just give these out?
Yes.
Okay, just a minute. Who's hungry?
Oh, no, hey, we're going to do competition.
You're gonna eat them?
No, competition. When you play your song,
Okay.
we're going to give it to people, the best dancers.
Oh, okay. That was
Dancers, we have a night. No.
Beautiful, I love it.
Frank.
Ladies' choice.
Frank, is anything on this show planned?
No.
There we go.
Hey, Maggie, relax.
How about a nice hand for Maggie? She's the floor wreck.
Except I can't see her. She's standing behind a post. There you go.
Way to go, Maggie, baby. Nothing's going to happen the
why
way
you
we
missed all her
scripted it.
signals, John.
What's that?
That's why you missed all her signals.
I don't see any signal.
You know why he's interviewing me tonight? Because he couldn't get anybody else in. Frank, you're promoted to getting interviewed. I'm just the musical director guy. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Fire off the questions. Go ahead. Okay, next one.
Frank, where did this love affair with you and the piano start?
It started when I was very young, growing up in Toronto, in Cabbagetown, what they used to call Cabbagetown. Now it's like Rich Man's Town, but when I lived there, it was Cabbagetown. And we had an old upright piano, and my mother used to play the piano periodically, and 7 little kids, 10-year difference, because my mother, we come from a French Catholic family. You know, when my dad said, let's have another kid, she'd say, his will be done. So we had a lot of people, but my mother would play, and periodically I would listen to her and say, maybe I could do that one day, because I always wanted to be a hockey player, but that never happened. So I became a piano player.
What was your first job?
I was working as a drug dealer, a drug delivery guy in a pharmaceutical place in Toronto.
A lot of musicians do that.
Yeah, that's how we start off as musicians, right, Rob? We start in the drug delivering business with my bicycle.
And you played the piano quite a few places in the world, right?
Yes, I have, all over the world, yes.
And can you name some of those places?
I've been everywhere, man. Remember that old song, Rob? I've been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Winslow, Winslow, whatever. No, I can't. Lots of places in Europe. When I was on a world cruise not so many years ago, the coast of Africa, all 7 continents, 58 different countries that I've had the experience of playing to people of all different races and types, and rich, poor, whatever, it doesn't matter. Music's for everybody.
And you find the crowds different depending on the culture?
No, I think most people, depending on the fact that you're singing in another language that they don't understand, but then again, their music is in a language I don't understand, and yet I can understand the fact that it's music. So music as an instrumental thing, if I played something here right now without any lyrics, it wouldn't matter what nationality or whatever people spoke. The language of music is totally different than the language of the English word or whatever.
You don't just...
Hi, Fern.
Hi.
I'm the host.
Don't hurt yourself.
I'm the host, okay, not Fern. Now,
I just said hi, Fern.
So
cute.
You play a lot of other people's stuff, but you also compose your own songs.
I do.
How many songs do you think you've composed of your own?
About 3,000.
Where?
2001 today.
2001, yes.
No, not 3,000. I've composed quite a few songs.
Yeah, and have anybody made airtime on radio or?
Yeah, I had a song in 1975 with RCA Records called Canadian Way of Life, which enjoyed a lot of airplay in Canada, and not a lot after that because I became more of a nightclub entertainer. and relied on everybody else's music, I suppose.
And Andrea, any social media questions?
We do.
Okay, give it to us.
Go ahead.
Grab my phone here so I can read this.
This question comes from at Little Falls Musician. What is your favorite song to play, and would you consider playing it for us?
Well, my favorite song to play is probably just like when I wake up in the morning, I'm not too sure what I want to eat, but my favorite, the best request, I'm not sure if that's the same thing. My favorite song to play,
Well,
as
what's the one
opposed...
that's requested?
Okay, well, of course, Billy Joel, when he wrote Piano Man, he crucified every piano player in the world, because if you went to a bar, or a piano bar, or on a cruise ship, 9 times out of 10, if somebody couldn't remember what they wanted to request, they would say, do you know Piano Man? And I'll do it for you. Want to hear it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I even brought my harmonica with me. Okay. I wrote a different intro. Love it. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday, and the regular crowd shovels in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin.
Can you play me a melody? But I'm not really sure how it goes. It's sad and sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. You know this part. La la dee da. Come on, Robbie. La la dee da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for melody. You got us feeling alright. Now John at the bar, he's a friend of mine. Me a drink for free, and he's quick with a joke, and he'll light up his smoke. There's some place that he'd rather be. He said, Frank, I believe this is killing me, and a smile ran away from his face. I'm sure I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. Feeling alright. It's a pretty good crowd for a Sunday. John Stevens gives us a smile. He knows that it's me that you're coming to see. Forget about the rain for a while. What are you doing? let me down. Dee-dee-da, dee-dee-da. Sing us a song at the piano now. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for melody. You got us feeling alright. You got us feeling alright. You got us feeling